Hello everyone, welcome to Mariner's Point. Here we are going to solve electrical retain question which is asked in MU class 4. Question: a one-ton armature coil has an axial length of 0.4 meter and diameter 0.2 meter. If it is rotated at a speed of 500 revolution per minute in a field of uniform flux density of 1.2 Tesla, calculate the magnitude of EMF of the coil. EMF, what will be induced in this question? I have to calculate. So, what are the data given? You can see on the screen. Axial length, diameter of the coil, rotational speed denoted by N, magnetic flux density. Sorry, it is denoted by B. Magnetic flux density. This is only flux. Number of turn is only 1. We we need to find the maximum induced EMF of the coil. Okay. Now omega is equal to 2 pi frequency number of revolution per second. So 2 pi n by 16 number of revolution per second. So using this formula we can calculate frequency. Sorry, angular speed. Angular velocity we will calculate. It will become 52.36 radian per second. Now, what is the formula for EMF induced in rotating coil? So it will be B L R omega. This is the formula you have to remember. This is only for single turn. This is for only single turn. If it is n turn, multiply by n. So this formula is only for only one turn. Here number of turn is 1. So induced EMF is equal to B L R omega. Value of B is given, length is given, radius is given, and omega is given. We have to put the value here. See, and you need to remember if it is one coil, one side and two side, you have to include maximum plus maximum EMF you have to calculate. So have to consider both sides. We have to consider both sides. Since the coil has two sides cutting the flux simultaneously, yes, flux cutting both sides. So total maximum EMF is it is multiplied by 2 because we have to include both sides. Okay. So formula become 2 into BL R omega. Now E max is equal to after putting the value we will get this value. So you we use this formula. Why we multiply? Because flux cutting both sides. So maximum flux in the question asking. That's why we multiply by both sides, and it will come 0.5026 volt.